with Judge Ross. Maggie Hammonds claims a fellow shopper drove into her car after she confronted him regarding his improper use of a disabled parking spot. Ms. Hammonds is suing Rick Simmons in the amount of $400.
All rise. Remain standing and come to order. This court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Kevin Ross presiding.
Ladies and gentlemen, you may be seated.
All parties been sworn, Your Honor.
Thank you, Deputy Thomas. Ms. Hammonds, you're suing Mr. Simmons because he hit your car.
He sure did.
Why should he have to pay you this $400? Well, let me start with Mr. Hammonds. You're not disputing the fact that you hit her car.
Yeah, well, sir, it's a little complicated, Your Honor.
I know that. That's why we're here. But the reality is you did, in fact, hit her car. Let's just start there.
Okay, sir.
I know you don't want to acknowledge that, but that's where we're starting. All right? You hit the car. Now, there's a reason why you hit the car. I believe that's what you're going to tell me. But there's no disputing the fact that your car was hit by your car. Yes?
Yes, sir.
All right, so we're on the same page there. That's facts, as my sons would say.
Yes, sir.
All right, so now tell me your story.
So I went to the mall to do a little shopping,
Yes.
and I'm looking for a parking spot. And I couldn't help but notice this man walking right over to his car, getting in it perfectly fine.
Okay.
Parked right in
Why
front.
are you so preoccupied with this man and his business?
I wasn't, but I noticed it was a handicapped spot, and he certainly did not look handicapped. But yet,
Well, how do you know who's handicapped and who's not?
well, I actually have a brother who had cerebral palsy, so
Okay.
I know handicap very well. I also
Well,
know
I mean,
why
I understand that you may have a loved one who is dealing with a health issue. What does that have to do with Mr. Simmons?
Thank you.
That part right there, huh?
Well, those parking spots are made for people who need them.
Right, and I
he
understand when
obviously
somebody
was able
parks
to
in a
walk.
handicapped spot, it can be a real pet peeve for many people.
Absolutely.
For you, it was just the one as it relates to Mr. Simmons?
Well, yes, I'm so sick and tired of people like him taking advantage of the system that is set up for people who need it.
Right.
And he
Fair
obviously did not need it,
And how did you know that?
because he was perfectly fine walking to the car.
Okay.
No disability.
Were there other handicapped spots also open?
No.
Okay. Were you trying to get the handicapped spot yourself because of your brother?
Absolutely not. I was just driving by and happened to
So
notice.
there was really, it wasn't a situation where you're like, I want that spot. He has it. He shouldn't have it.
Oh, no,
so
I
now I'm
definitely
going to
did
give
not
him a
want
piece
the
of my
spot.
mind.
But once I saw that, I'm just so fed up. I wanted to go and tell him how important it is not to take a spot.
Why? Why did you need to tell him that? Why him? Why this particular situation?
Because I'm just fed up. Somebody has to speak for the handicapped. Somebody has to stand up for people like this who just take spots that don't belong to them.
How do we get to the point where the cars collide, though? Then let me hear a little bit from you, Mr. Simmons.
Thank you, sir. But first of all, what she's doing right now, not the way she was that day. She's very calm and collected. That day, she was in full Karen mode.
In Karen mode.
Full-fledged.
Now, why do you call her a Karen?
Well, sir, just because of the attitude that she was giving me. First of all, I was in my car minding my own business, and I am disabled.
But why is she a Karen, though?
Sir, because she was yelling, she was hollering, very belligerent, very aggressive and harassing.
But here's what you haven't said. Did you, in fact, park in a handicapped spot when you weren't supposed to?
Well, sir, I have rheumatoid arthritis, and I had my placard in the window the day that I was parked in the spot.
Did he have the placard in the window?
I did not see it, and that's all I was asking for. Please show me proof that you are handicapped and you deserve to park here. That's
But
all I said.
are you in law enforcement?
No.
Why
No.
should he have to?
But I
He
asked him
doesn't know
nicely.
you from
He doesn't.
Karen. Right?
He doesn't.
So why is he obligated to show you proof?
Well, I suppose he's not obligated to show me,
Well,
but
that
it
would be
have
an accurate supposing on your part.
Well,
Because it's one thing to be offended. It's another thing to say, sir, are you taking up spots for the handicap? Because if you are, that's really unfortunate. But to say, show me your papers.
but I didn't say show me your papers.
Yes, you did.
I
That's
tapped
exactly
on
what
the
you said.
window nicely.
Wow.
And I said,
I'm just going to tell you, you can't just tap on everybody's window.
Coming up on America's Court,
You don't know this person from a can of paint. Next thing you know, somebody's chin checking you.
Well,
Right? So it's
know.
one of these things where you got to be careful with who you approach.
If you'll be in the Los Angeles area and want to bring your case to court, call 1-888-552-6878. Closed captioning provided by...
Your car is one of your most valued possessions. It's an essential part of your life. We depend on our vehicles for work, shopping, doctor visits, getting our kids to school, and so much more. So when your car breaks down, it's a big deal. It can be an expensive situation, and it can happen to any of us at any time. Even though we try to take good care of our vehicles, at some point they all break down. If your car is out of warranty, it can cost you thousands of dollars. That's a huge impact on your life, and it's something we all worry about. Thankfully, most expensive car repair bills can be easily avoided through CarShield, the ultimate choice in vehicle service protection and the nation's #1 auto protection company. It's time to drive your car without worry and call CarShield, just like actor, producer, and author Vivica A. Fox.
There's nothing I love more in this world than being in control of what to wear for the day, what to drive, or the music that gets me going. Being in control means I'm living my best life. But sometimes I'm not in control, like when my car breaks down and it needs a repair. Can't control that. But I can control what happens next. And darlings, so can you if you call CarShield before your car breaks down. When you call CarShield, their administrators get expensive repairs paid on your engine, transmission, AC, power seats, backup cameras, and up to 6,000 other parts and systems. That's why I love CarShield. And so do all these other folks who call.
If it wasn't for CarShield, I wouldn't be driving my car right now. When my car broke down, I took it back to the dealership that I got it from. They fixed it in no time. CarShield administrators saved me $5,000 on my rear differential.
After spending almost $2,000 on some repairs, the madness had to stop. I researched and landed on CarShield. So in 1 year, I saved $2,500. That's amazing. I am a walking commercial for CarShield. Seriously. I believe in them that much because what they deliver.
CarShield offers affordable monthly plans for new and used vehicles. And no matter how many repairs you need, the cost of your plan stays the same. That's right, you won't pay more for using your protection plan, no matter how many repairs you get, for as long as you cover your car. Call CarShield now and start driving with a peace of mind that's priceless. CarShield has been serving customers for over a decade, helping millions of drivers save on expensive repair costs. That's why you need to call CarShield.
Protect yourself now from the rise in cost for parts and repairs. Call CarShield now before it's too late. Call 800-754-4185.
With plans through CarShield, I choose my own mechanic or dealership for repairs. That puts me in control, right where I love to be. Back to living my best life.
My advice to anyone who has a vehicle that's outside of its factory warranty would be to protect your car with CarShield.
Nobody should have to decide whether they should put food on the table or pay for a car repair. I first learned about CarShield when a customer came in and had a CarShield policy. I was so impressed when I called them the first time to get a claim that I decided to buy a policy for myself. It's not a matter of if it'll break down, it's when. So you need to call CarShield before it does.
When you call CarShield, you get a price lock guarantee, which means the price you pay today will never change for as long as you cover your vehicle. And just like other subscription services, you pay by the month and you keep it as long as you want. Darlings, I trust CarShield, and so do they.
When I bought my used car, I didn't expect any problems right away. But when it broke down, I'm glad I had CarShield.
CarShield saved me over $4,000 and followed through with their commitment. Thank you, CarShield.
I've been a CarShield customer for close to 7 years, had 3 vehicles covered, and they saved me close to $9,000.
We're just happy with CarShield. They put a transmission in it and a motor. Who does that?
Protect your out-of-warranty vehicle and yourself from inevitable costly repairs by calling CarShield, the nation's most trusted auto protection company. CarShield has helped people save thousands of dollars in repairs on their engines, transmissions, air conditioning, electronics, and so much more. Don't get stuck with another expensive repair bill. Call CarShield before your vehicle breaks down. Don't just take it from me. Look at these real savings paid by CarShield administrators.
CarShield administrators paid over $700 on this water pump repair. They also saved this driver over $1,100 on a compressor repair, and this driver over $3,000 on an automatic transmission assembly.
Take control and call CarShield today. For for their best coverage ever offered.
It's not a matter of if your car will break down, but when. Protect yourself now from the rising cost for parts and repairs. Call CarShield now before it's too late and save money with your price lock guarantee. What are you waiting for? Call CarShield now. Call 800-754-4185. 800-754-4185.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Maggie Hammonds, who is suing Rick Simmons for property damage.
You don't know this person from a can of paint. Next thing you know, somebody's chin checking you.
Well,
right? So
window.
it's one of these things where you got to be careful with who you approach.
I suppose you're
right? I mean, you're by yourself. And not to say as a woman that you would be at a disadvantage, but if there's a man in a situation where I'm looking at his height and build, and he was a little cray-cray, that could have gone south real quick.
You're right, and thank goodness it didn't.
So you tapped on
But
his
I
door.
asked
She
him
tapped on your
nicely.
window.
Sir, she banged on my window.
I said, are you
Just out of
aware?
nowhere.
Out of nowhere. I was
Now,
sitting.
what were you doing at that point?
I was doing my checks before I drove off. I had just came from the mall. I was on my way to pick up my son.
So you were in the car getting ready to leave.
Yes, sir.
And you were saying something about your son.
Well, yeah, I was preparing myself to go pick up my son from school.
Okay.
So I was in the car and I was doing my safety checks, checking my rearview mirror, getting the position, putting on my safety belt, when I heard somebody banging at my car window. And I turned around and it was Miss Karen sitting there.
But sir, her name is Maggie.
No, sir.
You keep calling her Karen.
Well, sir, her name is Karen. Her mama knew exactly what she was doing when she named her. Karen Margaret Hammonds. And she lives down
How do you know that?
Well, because we exchanged information that day.
Oh, you actually are a Karen.
That's my birth name, but everyone knows me as Maggie.
Understood. I knew you was Karen that day.
And when he says Karen, do you know what that's referring to?
I don't really understand what that
do you understand
means.
why he's emphasizing the name Karen?
I understand he's being belligerent and unreasonable
He's being
and
belligerent and
hateful to me
unreasonable
for
and being
some
hateful.
reason.
Because
When he was the one who hit me.
There's a popular term now when especially white women are engaging in certain types of behavior that other people would find either racial or offensive or overstepping their boundaries. And it's referred to as being a quote-unquote Karen. It just so happens that your name is Karen.
Well, then I'm even more insulted and more angry.
Because this has
on top
nothing
of
to
him
do with
hitting me.
race for
Because
you.
this has nothing to do with this. This has everything to do with me having a history of handicap spots being taken. Do you know that people borrow their family members' handicap
placards and use them and pass them around
so
like
that
candy.
they can go get to the front of the...
But he just told you that he, in fact, is handicapped.
But that's all I asked him, sir. I tapped and
Why
I
do I
said,
have to tell you anything?
please.
What?
I said, do you know that this spot is saved for handicapped people? If you're handicapped, please show me that you are, because you look perfectly fine when
And
you
what
left
if he
the mall.
didn't? What if he didn't?
Well, obviously he didn't.
But what were you going to do because you demanded that you see it?
I wasn't going to do anything. I just wanted to inform him that
So
these
once you
spots are
informed
safe.
him, you told
But
him
then
about your
he was the
situation
one-
with your family member.
That's
You
right.
told him,
I explained how important
So
it
then what is there else to say other than, well, you have a good day and please be mindful of that, and then walk away?
That's exactly what I did.
That's what I'm trying to
He's
understand.
the one who got belligerent and angry, and he's going, back away from the car, back away from the car. And that's when I was frightened. So I said, I guess he's not learning a lesson
You
today.
approach him and then now you're frightened.
Well, the way he reacted, yes, when all I was asking for is prove to me that you're handicapped. Show me your placard. Show me your ID, that the placard and the ID match. That
You're asking a lot from somebody you don't know from a can of paint.
Maybe so,
No,
but
stop.
he wouldn't
Stop.
even.
That's the point. You hit the dog, you patted the dog, you kicked the dog, and now the dog's barking back at you, and you're like, I can't believe you're being so angry and so belligerent. You initiated the conversation with him. You didn't even want the space. You were going on about your own life. So you got the reaction that you weren't expecting, and it sort of startled you.
It did.
But it could
I
have
went
been
up
even
politely.
worse. Because this thing kept going, right? It wasn't like she just walked up, Mr. Simmons, and left.
No, sir. And that's the, and that's the point I was trying to make, that she was not acting like this. She was the one that was very belligerent, very angry, and very aggressive. I had to ask her several times to please move away from my car. I told her exactly
No, he said, back away from the car.
That's not how I said
Back away from
it.
the car.
So there's no disputing the fact that he's like, essentially, you need to move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Angry.
And did you?
Yes. Absolutely.
No.
Because you just said he
No.
kept saying it, which meant, why did he have to say it more than once?
He was in a state of anger.
So once he says, back away from the car.
So I
Now.
So I backed away, and that's
But
when
that's one time.
he backed
You
up.
just said he kept saying it.
He was
And so
repeating
if he
back
kept
away from the
repeating it,
car.
that means when he said it the first time, you didn't move. Why?
It was all a matter of seconds. He said, back away from the car, back away, and I backed away. And that's when he pulled out without looking in the rearview mirror, without looking at anything, basically pulled back and hit my car, damaging the front bumper.
You hit her car. Her car was parked where in relation to your car?
Directly behind me, sir. The way that she had parked behind me was almost like she was SWAT team or something. She had parked right dang there halfway between the midline of my car to where, in order to even get out of the parking space, I had to do maneuvering.
Coming up on America's Court.
I had to almost do a 3-point turn action to get out of the, because
So there was a portion of her car that was blocking your ingress, egress?
Yes, sir.
He would have been able to.
So why would you prevent him from backing up?
Closed captioning provided by...
This is not just online scheduling. This is vaccines made easy for those who've got plans.
Hey, used to have a servitude, but I was just a pup. I don't wanna catch the feelings, I can try and shoot us up. How that shorty clean the business, I can dive in that rock. Hey, first order of biz, no snitch, and I try to keep it silent, but the kids don't listen.
So it's spot the difference.
Oh, it's so much more. It's the roaring 20s, dear.
Whose hat is that?
Discover a world of mystery, scandal,
Oh, really?
romance,
Oh.
murder.
Nope.
In June's journey, you need to be able to spot things out of the ordinary to discover important clues. Sounds good, right? Oh. Where's my tablet? There's a detective in all.
Whatever you do, it's got to be funky.
Wild ride, get ready to start.
We don't love it. We really don't. How do we take the 90s out of this kitchen? No demo reno is totally the way to go. You can stick to the original floor plan. We touched no walls. Let your imagination run wild. I can't wait to see.
Oh my.
Holy God. You're like really good at your job. Aw, it's kind of my thing.
No Demo Reno. Season premiere Thursday at 9 on HGTV.
You're watching Justice Central. Stay tuned. You're watching Justice Central. This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Maggie Hammonds, who is suing Rick Simmons for property damage.
I had to almost do a 3-point turn action to get out of the, because
So there was a portion of her car that was blocking your ingress, egress?
Yes, sir.
He would have been able to.
So why would you prevent him from backing up? Because that's beyond, sir, I really have this issue with people using handicapped spaces, and could you be a little bit more considerate?
He was able
You're
to
sitting
back
there
out.
going, I'm not going to have you move. I've made my point. Let me go on my way. But you intentionally pulled up behind him, prevented him from getting out. He has to maneuver around you. Do we have any evidence of what it looked like?
Oh, yes.
All right, let's take a look.
Why don't you give me what you want to show him? Whatever you want to give me.
Just give Deputy Thomas everything.
Yes,
He doesn't
this
like
is
to
the
make multiple
damage
trips.
and how much, because I have custom paint.
I'm getting there. All right, what you got, sir?
He wants to be efficient.
Okay. Okay, this is his.
Thank you, sir.
And this is all of hers.
This is all of hers. All right, so we've got the two diagrams here. Both are showing the same thing, and it's actually up on the plasma. All right, so I'm going to have you, Miss Hammonds, come over to the plasma and show me exactly where is your car. I'm pretty sure I understand.
So my car is here.
And is there any dispute that where your car is in relation to the green vehicle, which would otherwise have been his, that's how you were sort of blocking him?
Well, I think this is exaggerated because he could have come out. I wasn't that far. I think I might have been like right.
Why were you even there at all? Because I would imagine that's not even a place where you're supposed to park.
Coming up on America's Court.
Vehicles are moving back and forth. Why are you stationary there?
I wasn't in anyone's way, and that's why I pulled the
Except his.
Exactly, but I was going to ask him a question.
Closed captioning provided by
Be me, JC from Guam. Got a job, 3 jobs, then get to work. More than a doodle, a champ. First here, then everywhere.
Switch to Boost and get a free Samsung Galaxy A23 5G phone on America's largest 5G networks. Get after it.
Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand.
180! 180! Hello, Patrick Mahomes. Who do you even play for? T-Mobile. T-Mobile has plans that make upgrades work for you. They even have a plan which makes you upgrade really every year. That's good play calling. Cheers.
Take charge of your upgrades with our Best Go 5G plans at T-Mobile.
You know why I love Halloween?
Why?
People give me Kit Kats for free.
Son, you're 8. All your Kit Kats are free.
Happy Halloween. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross. America's Court is back with the case of Maggie Hammonds, who is suing Rick Simmons for property damage.
Vehicles are moving back and forth. Why are you stationary there?
I wasn't in anyone's way, and that's why I pulled
Except his.
Exactly, but I was going to ask him a question.
Well, why didn't you go to the other spots and then walk to him? Why would you park directly behind him?
This was just the first instinct to park right alongside of the back of him.
Very good. Step back. Mr. Simmons, let me have you explain exactly what happened here.
Come on, sir. Right there.
Your Honor, first of all, a couple different things. First of all, like I was saying, she was parked in the midline of the parking space to where I wasn't able just to back out. And I didn't just back out without looking, as she said, because I did use my rearview mirror, and it was obvious that she was directly behind me, which is why I had to maneuver. I actually had to move up and then move back out at an angle
So
like
you
this in
clipped
order
her,
to be able to get away. I'm sorry, sir, yes?
You clipped her. But so you saw the car there.
Well, yes, I did.
So as you were trying to make this 3-point and maneuver around her, why didn't you just say, you need to move your car because it's going to get hit?
Yeah, there was no
Ma'am, I don't have a question for you right now. We're good.
At that point, to be honest, I was already late picking up my son. I was already agitated. It was not a few seconds. We were there for almost like 5 minutes, sir, of her going back and forth. And when she said she backed away from...
You didn't answer my question. So when you don't answer my question, you answer my question. You can sit down. Go back over to your seat, sir. So custom paint, service fee, it wasn't substantial damage, but $399.38.
Yes, sir.
Judge Ross's verdict when America's Court returns. Promotional consideration provided by...
Hi, my name is Tony Cooper. And if you have both Medicare and Medicaid, I have some really encouraging news that you'll definitely want to hear. Depending on the plan you choose, you may be eligible to get extra benefits with a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. All these plans include a healthy options allowance. Depending on the plans available in your area, you could get up to $3,300 a year to help pay for essentials like eligible groceries, utilities, rent, pet care, and over-the-counter items like vitamins, pain relievers, first aid supplies, and more. The Healthy Options Allowance is loaded onto a prepaid card each month, and you can use it at participating stores and retailers. Other benefits on these plans may include free rides to and from your medical appointments. You could pay nothing for covered prescriptions all year long, even name brand drugs. Most plans have dental coverage, which includes 2 free cleanings a year, plus dentures, crowns, fillings, and more. They also have vision coverage, including eye exams and eyeglasses, and hearing coverage, which includes hearing tests and hearing aids. You can also get many no-cost vaccines, including the shingles vaccine, at in-network retail pharmacies. Plus, your doctor, hospital, and pharmacy may already be a part of our large Humana network. So call the number on your screen now to speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. You may be able to enroll in one of our plans several times throughout the year. When you choose Humana, you'll find the benefits and support that our members have asked for. Like up to $3,300 a year to use for essentials like eligible groceries, utilities, rent, pet care, and over-the-counter items. Rides to and from your medical appointments. Prescriptions where you pay nothing. Routine dental, vision, and hearing coverage. And our large network of doctors, hospitals, and pharmacies. So call the number on your screen now to speak with a licensed Humana sales agent to see if you may be able to get a plan with extra benefits. Wouldn't you love benefits? Like up to $3,300 a year to help pay for eligible groceries, utilities, rent, pet care, and over-the-counter items. Prescriptions where you pay nothing all year long, even for the name brand ones? Just think of what benefits like these can do for your health and your life. So if you have Medicare and Medicaid, call the number on your screen now and speak with a licensed Humana sales agent. If you're eligible, they can even help enroll you over the phone in a Humana Medicare Advantage dual eligible special needs plan. So call now. Better care begins with listening. Humana, a more human way to health care.
This is America's Court with Judge Ross.
Mr. Simmons, why don't you feel as though you should have to pay this money?
Well, for one,
because you did see the car. It would be a whole other thing if you just didn't see it and there was this unreasonable expectation of something behind you. But if you were going up and back, you saw that there was a possibility that that space was too tight, and yet you continue going anyway. Understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
what I'm
it
saying?
does. And
Are we on the same page there? Based on the evidence and the testimony before this court, the gavel is going to come down in favor of the plaintiff. Because you did hit her car. Is she going to get $400? Not up in here. Not today. So when someone contributes to an injury, they have to also bear some of the responsibility that goes with it. The same responsibility for people who park in handicap spots when they're not supposed to, and we don't even have that situation with Mr. Simmons. So you will get half of what you asked for. Judgment in favor of the plaintiff in the amount of $200. That is the order. Case closed.
All rise.
Judge Ross has ruled in favor of the plaintiff. The defendant has been ordered to pay $200.
Guys want to say anything to each other?
Nothing to say to him.
I wish that was the case that day.
This has been a production of Allen Media Group. Today on